So I've been thinking a lot recently about how songwriters come up with ideas for their songs. Where does that spark of inspiration come from? The original idea, the concept, the jumping off point that opens the doors to the rest of the song being written. For many a songwriter, that jumping off point begins with a theme. Essentially, the what is this song going to be about and where is it going to take me? But what is a theme? And more importantly, where do we find them? Hey Siri, set a timer for 3 minutes. Oh, sorry. Collins Dictionary gives the following two definitions. A theme in a piece of writing, a talk, or a discussion is an important idea or subject that runs through it. And a theme in an artist's work or in a work of literature is an idea in it that the artist or writer develops or repeats. In Hollywood screenwriting, the theme is often referred to as the big idea. The emotional and philosophical message you're trying to convey to the audience. So, a theme is an important idea that runs through a song, developed or repeated throughout, and carries the emotional and philosophical message at its core. Maybe. I think the simplest way to explain it is that a theme is the meaning of a story or universal concept that is bigger than the standalone subject that it may have originated from. A subject can be summarized in one word, i.e. love, adventure, party, whatever. Theme carries on from the subject into a concept, a meaning, a moral of the story. So love becomes a story between two people from opposing families who, despite their desire, cannot be together. Adventure becomes a story about a soldier surviving in the wilderness, returning home after long being presumed dead. Or party becomes a dance floor song referring to the lifestyle associated with the Gangnam district of Seoul. Your theme is what your song is going to be about if you were to sum it up in a few words, and helps to steer your lyric writing along the main arc of your song story. Right, now we're all clear on what theme is, let's explore ways we can generate theme ideas. So, obviously a great place to start when trying to find a theme for your song is from the heart. Something that's actually happened to you that you want to share through song. Or maybe something you've read or heard about on the news that struck a chord and you need to respond to it, get it out of your head and into the world through the medium of song. This is perfect as it's likely something you'll feel passionate about. And if it's your story, even if it's a common theme, it's likely you'll tell it in a unique way. No one else can tell your story about a love lost, or no one else can tell your version of being homesick, happy, angry, sad, isolated, whatever. So if you have an experience, a story to tell, this is a perfect place to start to find a theme for your song. Now, on from the theme of your own experience, if there's really nothing going on in your life or nothing you feel you want to share, then the next step would be to tell someone else's story. You see, the thing with songwriting is that the song doesn't necessarily need to be about you. I think a lot of people get hung up on music being a personal art form and that every song is a poem from the heart and therefore must be true. And that's just simply not the case. Movie scripts are, for the most part, not based on a true story, and even if they are, the actors playing those parts are merely portraying them. They're acting. Tom Cruise didn't really fly a fighter jet and save the world by, well, yeah, Tom Cruise probably did, but you get what I'm saying. So tell somebody else's story, be the actor singing the script. Write about something that happened to a friend or a loved one, something you read or heard about in the news, something you wish would happen to you. Put yourself in someone else's story and tell that story like you are really in their shoes. It's not all about you. So the next step in this evolution of finding themes for songs is to simply copy what other people have done. No, I don't mean blatantly rip off somebody else's song or steal a song's story, but it's almost impossible to come up with a theme for a new song that hasn't already been covered. Even if you speak from the heart, it'll still likely be a theme that already exists in some form, unless you decide to write about a pair of gerbils narrowly avoiding eviction from their 3-bed semi in Norwich by building a dance school entirely made out of croissants. Nah, it's probably already been done. So listen to your favourite tracks or delve into the world of Spotify and Apple Music playlists and note down what the common themes are. And then my personal favourite is just to sit down and watch Netflix. Now this is great for two reasons. One, I write music for TV and film, so for my personal career and success in what I do, it pays to understand what type of music is being synced or placed into TV shows and box sets. And two, it means I get to catch up on the latest season of Ozark and put it down as research. Try to keep an ear out as to what types of songs are being placed over a scene. Does the theme of a song match what's going on in a scene? Is it blatant, an obvious match, or is it more subtle? Do you have any songs, or could you write a song that could, in theory, be switched out for the song that the production company chose to use? There's so much music in TV shows, TV adverts and films placed over a whole myriad of individual scene plot lines, meaning potentially hundreds if not thousands of different themes being sung about. And they're all here, ready to have your take put on them. So go ahead, I give you permission to throw on Netflix in the name of research, grab a notepad, some popcorn, and make a big fat list of themes you can write songs about. So by now we have a list of themes or subjects that we could turn into a story. But how do we make these stories unique? How do we put a new angle on them that hasn't already been covered? So there's a tool in theme finding called the Dig Deeper method. But this isn't unique to music composition. It's also used a lot in screenplay and script writing. It involves picking a few subjects or loose theme ideas and then digging into each idea to explore some of the wider issues or opportunities. And then when you have a different take on a theme, digging deeper again to find something even further from the original subject and therefore less likely to have been done before. I'll show you what I mean. Let's start with the high-level topic of leaving. Write down a couple of bullet points to the right of this that could relate, i.e. family, gang, country. Now ask yourself, what about it? Explore some of the feelings between leaving and family that might correlate. The pain of saying goodbye. Again, write one or 2 points that might relate to this, i.e. conflict, breaking up, forgiveness. Now keep digging, get a little more specific. Leaving the family over a disagreement. Write down some thoughts on the right, i.e. regret, anger, love, clash of beliefs. And one more time, what about it? One last dig. Deciding to leave your family, despite your love for them, over a clash of political beliefs. There. Deciding to leave your family, despite your love for them, over a clash of political beliefs. I'll admit it likely won't be the chirpiest of tunes, but we now have a theme that's very unique and a long way away from the original subject of leaving. So there you go. What are themes? Where can we find them? And how can we make them unique to us? If you found this video useful in your quest to writing better songs, please let me know in the comments. Gently tap that like button, it really would mean the world to me. Subscribe if you're up for seeing more of this, and I will see you in the next video.